welcome to BrewTapcast. I'm Tap here for a special Flesh and Blood video. So this is more of an announcement video, so we have a couple big announcements that we'd like to talk about with the channel in relation to Flesh and Blood in particular, but also not. So in the future, we have some fun things coming. So first thing, on September 2nd, we'll be dropping a spoiler card for the next set of Flesh and Blood, Tales of Aria. So LSS has graciously given us a preview card that will be dropping on the 2nd. Not entirely sure of the date. We have no idea what the card is. Haven't received it yet. Not an idea what the time will be of that release. But we're hoping to make it a premiere so we can be hanging out in chat and see if everyone wants to talk about it, get hyped about it, all that kind of stuff. Personally, I'm really kind of hoping it is a Alchemist brewer cards. I know a couple weeks ago we had a Tales of Aria speculation video where we talked about possible classes and things like that. That was one of the ones that we thought about. We were really kind of jazzed about because as a brewing sort of channel, beer-centric channel, we want to see that kind of thing come to Flesh and Blood. So really kind of neat if that would be the case, like something like a crazy brew or something like weird potion or something like that. So that would be the ideal best on flavor sort of preview card. So we're really pumped about that, but it doesn't really matter what it is. It could be anything. It could be a token. We'd be happy to just be a part of that spoiler thing. Spoiler season is so much fun. Seeing all the new cards, thinking about how they work. So we're really jazzed about that. So that is September 2nd. Mark your calendars. At some point, it will probably be the evening Eastern Standard Time, which is almost the next day. So maybe I actually kind of have to make it earlier in the day. We're not really sure. We'll figure that out as the time comes. So that's sort of the first announcement. The other one is a thank you to LSS and, again, a thing towards the future. So if you could see on the screen in front of you, got a whole bunch of stuff to give away. So LSS contacted us a little while ago about being sort of a part of this program where they're just giving out stuff to help grow channels and things like that. We're super excited. So we got all these nice promos to give away, a nice playmat. They give us this nice little card with a note. So we are very excited to have these and to try to give them out to people. Right now, we don't have a great way to do that. So something that we've been working on in the past couple of weeks and sort of slowly behind the scenes, we're trying to build and push out a Discord. So it's not totally done yet. So this isn't the announcement of the Discord. I guess it's sort of the obnoxious announcement of the announcement. So don't know exactly when that's going to go live. We're still sort of engineering and trying to get that up and running and have a strategy when we go out. Most likely, this is going to be sort of a budget-focused Discord. So there's many places, many stores have places. Other creators, awesome creators, have places to play. There's the huge Flesh and Blood Discord that already has this amazing ping system that you can go and find matches anytime you want. So ultimately, what we'd like to have our Discord be is more of a budget, casual, friendly, low tier, low power sort of place to play matches. So ultimately, we'd like to have to be webcam. I'm not a huge proponent of PTS. It's just not really my thing. I haven't really jumped into it. I really like the webcam. It makes me feel good when I can actually have paper in my hands playing the game. That's why I like playing in the Flesh and Blood. But webcams will be just fine in the meantime. Way to test decks, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we're focusing our channel. So this will help people who are just getting into the game or maybe don't have the funds to go and get a top tier deck. They maybe just have a booster box and maybe a pre-con deck and a couple boosters, something like that. So that's kind of the ideal target of that. That's kind of what we're going for. Or maybe some of the heroes that don't have decks that are really top tier can make a splash in this little sort of format, this budget format. We're probably going to have our own sort of ban list per se. Again, if we're budget, obviously we're not going to have legendaries. You can't do that sort of thing. We're going to think about how we can manage and make that work in our sort of channel like that. So, but again, if you're playing someone who like Azalea, who's having a lot of trouble in top tier sort of meta right now, maybe that's something that you can play here and actually have it work and be fun. Because everyone wants to play their fun decks. But if you get smashed over and over, sometimes it's not that exciting. So maybe Azalea, something like that, or Levia can actually have a great time here. And that kind of thing. So that's kind of where we're focusing it. In addition to having just a sort of general chat and hangout sort of thing. And then if you want to brew decks, because we're all about brewing decks here on this channel as well. So I kind of think of it as like a pauper in relation to MTG. It's kind of like a pauper sort of thing. Where it's more, it's not going to necessarily be only commons or anything like that. But, maybe it'll be limited to a certain number of Majestics or not a certain type of this card. And we're also thinking maybe we'll have certain sort of format highlights that will have tournaments of it'll be more of an aggressive tournament where defense reactions aren't allowed or cards with cost X or above aren't allowed or something like that. So that's kind of thinking, just some fun, splashy, alternative formats that are just fun and light and you can just sort of jump into it and have a little bit of a exciting time. So that's kind of what we're thinking for the Discord. Again, not ready just yet, but definitely coming on the horizon. Additionally with that, with all this stuff to give away, We're also thinking about maybe a Patreon. We never really thought about it in the future or in the past. Looking to the future, I really don't know if it's something that we're going to do, but if it's something that we see a lot of people wanting, some sort of like above what we're giving out on the channel as the content and things that we're going to be doing, maybe there's a way to make that work with us. We never really thought about it. I don't really know if it's something that really fits with a channel. This isn't about money. This is about fun. So like, yes, if I can make a better channel and a better experience for the people, then obviously, yeah, we'll do that. But you know, no sort of big plans there. Just an idea that we're thinking about it in the future, anyways. But we'll see about that. All that said, if there's anything you want to see in the Discord, or again, if you're dead set and doing a Patreon sort of thing, let me know in the comments below. We really want to try to make this tailored to, you know, people who want to just play Flesh and Blood. So if there's anything that you want to see, if it's missing in another channel, or like, hey, you had a cool idea of a format or an event or something like that, like absolutely, like drop it in the bottom of this video, because we're definitely looking to try to, you know, jump in and make a splash and have people come play interesting formats, play interesting new decks, new combinations of cards, that sort of stuff. So that's kind of really what we would like to see in the comments, stuff like that. So that's I think that's about all the announcements we have. So that's coming soon. We'll definitely push that out in the next few weeks. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. We'll start being able to give away these sweet promos. So really excited about that. I think that's about it. I hope everyone's enjoying the Road to Nationals. I have one tomorrow. I got one in a couple weeks in the beginning of September as well. So pretty excited about that. I have a nice sort of like budget Bravo. I just don't have the armor. Otherwise, it's kind of a fun deck. I've just been playing it mostly. It's sort of my less experimental deck, just kind of fun because it's slower, but it lumbers around and really smashes in for some big hits. And I guess it's a good fit in the meta too, which is kind of good. So I hope everyone's enjoying that. I think it's getting ready to wind down, and the callings are coming up in a few weeks as well. But yeah, so I hope everyone's having a great time, and just wanted to give you a little update on the channel. So that will be all of it for right now. So thank you all for joining me, and cheers.